Mix 96.1 on the phone right now. He's going to be in San Antonio on June 28th, and he's everybody's favorite, right? Joe McINTYRE from New Kids on the Block. What's up, dude?
What's going on, man?
How do you deal with being everybody's favorite new kid?
Well, the other guys get a little worked up about it, They're used to it now.
Love the performance on the AMAs, by the way. That was great.
Yeah, it was fun to, it was exciting.
How did this whole thing come about? How did the collaborate? I mean, it makes sense. It makes complete sense, but how did the whole Backstreet Boys,
Right.
New Kids on the Block thing come about?
You always want to think of going and, taking it to the next level, When we were in New York, we were doing a couple of shows at Radio City Music Hall. The Backstreet Boys were in town. Radio City is a very special occasion, so we had special guests, and we knew they were in town, and we thought, wow, that would be cool if we could do a song. So we started this acoustic set, and then we sang like a little bit of I Want It That Way, and then the curtain came up, and there were the Backstreet Boys, and our fans just went ballistic. We had seen, a lot of, reaction in our day, but we knew that was kind of a special reaction, so we thought, wow, this is fun. And just the fact that they wanted to do it was a really cool thing, and we thought, let's see what we can do, and we one step at a time.
So they were completely down for it, and it just snowballed from there, huh?
Yeah, and then anytime you put something together, it's like when the New Kids got back together a couple of years ago, you just never know. Luckily, our fans just stepped up for us, and they're doing it again. You mentioned that you weren't sure when you first started off with the whole reunion tour or whatever. Did you have some reservations? Do you feel good now about it? Are you shocked at how it turned out? Yeah, my reservations were, I didn't have reservations about being with the guys. It was cool that we wanted to maybe risk, falling on our face together, as buddies, So that was never a question for me. It was just, can we succeed? A lot of groups that come back after so long, it just doesn't happen. And when we announced it, our fans just stepped up for us, and it makes it all very easy when you have amazing fans like we do.
Are you guys all good together now? Everybody's friendly? Everybody's good?
Yeah, we are. Despite my trying to break us apart, in spite of get along great.
It was all you, yeah. I never realized this about you, and it's crazy how things just turn out, but you were never actually an original member. You replaced somebody in the group, right?
Yes. It was Jamie Kelly, and he was in the group for about 6 months. There's nothing going on. I was in the group for 3 years before we had a hit record. So, but yeah, he was a good guy. He just didn't feel like he was into it. And, it wasn't like, people could see, 80 million records in our future. You know what I mean? It was just like he didn't feel it, and, stuff happened. So what's been the most rewarding part of your career, would you say? Was it with New Kids, solo stuff, doing Broadway, taking third place on Dancing with the Stars? What do you think? Kudos on that, by the way. That's quite an honor. Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah. No, I think you try to keep looking for those things. This New Kid thing is such. Us getting back together is. Obviously we're experiencing it now, so it feels better than the first time around. But still, the fact that we've been away for so long, and then we come back and we're able to perform, and this last couple of years, and then we're about to do this tour that looks like it could be bigger than anything we've done, coming back. So it's really exciting, and it's the gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah. I'm lucky I get to talk to people like you all the time, so I put it to Facebook, and a bunch of our listeners wrote in some questions here, so if you wouldn't mind answering some of the stuff that's right on their mind. This is directly from the fans. Brandy wants to know, are you ready for baby number 3?
Oh, my gosh. Well, it doesn't matter whether I'm ready or not. It's coming. So.
You did it, my friend.
Yeah, no, it's really something else. It really is, I think, the greatest blessing you could ever experience, and it's the most challenging thing, and it takes the most work, but it has the most reward. And my 2 sons now, we got a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old, and they're just so fun. To have a third on the way, I think we're going to, shut it down for a while after that. But
That's it. 3 is it, huh?
Yeah, 3 is going to be pretty crazy.
Along the same lines, Mike was wondering about your son's hearing. Is it doing better?
Well, anything is possible. I think, I don't know if his hearing is going to get actual better. I think that as he gets older, he's obviously going to be more aware. He wears hearing aids now, and with his hearing aids, he's hearing like a normal kid his age, which is awesome.
That's great.
There's all kinds of different ways to go with it. You can get an operation, whatnot. We'd like to avoid that. But he's great. A year ago, we didn't know what to expect. to be here now and know that, you know, everything's going to be okay is awesome.
Yeah, no, that had to be rough. I mean, it's as a guy who makes his living doing music, and then your son may not ever be able to hear that, but that is so good to hear that he's doing better. Angel wants to know what you thought of Jordan Knight's embarrassing stint on The Surreal Life.
Oh, well, you know.
Her words embarrassing, not mine.
You know, this is not an easy business, you know, and Dancing with the Stars was not on the top of my list. I mean, I was in bed literally going, what the hell am I doing? And it sounds hilarious, but I was genuinely like, no. And I told him no like 3 times. I went back and forth. I ended up doing it, and, you know, no regrets. You know, sometimes things come across the desk, and maybe you haven't been working for a while, you don't know what to do, and you make a mistake, you know what I mean? But
so you would call that a mistake on his part?
I don't know about a mistake. I mean, Jordan's an amazing talent, you know what I mean? And I think, you know, if he could do it again, I'm sure he doesn't have any regrets because he learns from it too. But
I love the show personally.
I'm sure it's not, you know, something like he loves to talk about, you know?
Right. No, sure. Priscilla actually wants to know, talking about the show now, who's performing first? Is it going to be you, Backstreet Boys?
I think our show is actually going to be more like one big show, you know what I mean? One big ride. You know, each group will sing their hits, but we're thinking that we'll start the show together, end the show together, maybe do stuff in between, you know, mix it up. So it's one big, awesome show. And I don't think you've seen that a lot with groups, you know, to interact that way. And,
yeah, no, that's cool.
We just want to get more creative than just 2 acts going out there and doing their thing.
June 28th, NKOT BSB going to be here in San Antonio. Tickets are on sale right now. Always a great show. And I got to know, because you've been driving the entire interview, I want to know what kind of car you're driving right now.
I have a 2011 Cadillac SRX. Buy American, baby.
Sounds expensive. I like it. Joey Mac, dude, thanks for taking the time to call in, brother. Appreciate it.
Thank you.